everybody again to If I Can, You Can Talk Show. I am Debra Philbert, your host today, and I want to thank you guys again for all your support. Every week we come on and your likes and your shares and your comments. Please continue to do it. I also would like to thank all the islands that are on looking at the show here today. We have Barbados, Jamaica, all the different islands we have out there. And, just continue. Thank you guys for, for that support we are doing today. We are also, I have some great news for you guys, and this is so exciting. So the people in Antigua, you know what? You guys are going to be seeing us live. So we are so, fortunate that coming the mid-May, our TV show will be go streaming live on Sunrise TV in Antigua. So check it out. Look out for Sunrise TV in Antigua. We're going to be on. So we are going international. This is so exciting for us. We are international, right? And we have other countries that are coming on soon, but we will update you soon. And so I would just love to tell you a little bit about If I Can, You Can. If I Can, You Can was formed in a way to help people tell your story. We all have a story to tell. But it doesn't matter what your story is. It's to help empower others. And by sharing your story or the guest share their story, it can help to empower others and see after you have what you go through in life to see how successful they become at the end from going through all that adversity, if it's abuse, whatever we can choose it as, because our stories are all different. But coming through from the hurt, the pain, we can go through at the end and be successful. So again, and you know what, I would love you to just continue to share. Just go on right now. Just take a minute, go on and share. You know what? We have this phenomenal guest on today. He is such a motivational speaker. He's motivation for the youth, and I'll tell you a little bit about him. His name is Jay Caston, and he's the CEO of Finao Marketing since 2016. Jay has helped over 200 owners got a large return in their investment. And this is all I'm going to tell you about him because, when he comes on, he's going to tell you his story. And this is what we're about here, his story. So can remember, we are on Amazon, we are on Roku, we are on Facebook Live, and we are right now. So go on, continue to ask your friends, share. You have 2 minutes to come back, and we'll be back after the show. So after the break, we'll be back in 2 minutes, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Hello, welcome back, welcome back. And I told you before, we have this phenomenal guest today, Jay Caston.
Caston.
Caston, and he's the CEO of
Finao marketing.
Finao marketing, right? So
failure is never an option. That's what
Finao. Never. Failure is never an option.
Failure is never.
Failure is never an option. Oh, that's awesome.
Even got it on.
Oh wow, that's good. You know what? And I love that, and that should be our topic. Failure is never an option.
Yeah.
But I'm going to use that somewhere in one of my shows.
Oh yeah, definitely use it.
All right. So, Jay, one of the things that we do on If I Can, You Can Talk show is I love people telling their story. Because the reason why for the show is telling your story.
Okay.
Right? And and I listened to you. I know I met Jay like a couple of months ago. We were on Facebook.
About 3 months ago.
Just 3 months ago on Facebook. And we became friends and we started talking. But I love your story, where you came from and where you are today.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And this is the reason why you're on the show today. So first thing you come on, I want to hear yours. I want the world to get to hear your story.
Well, for starters, you woke up today. Now own it. You gotta own that. Yeah, but I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. Moved to Atlanta in 2007, I believe, around Olympics or around that time in April. Came down here with rap dreams. Delaware is a small state, so there's really nothing there to do. And I sold a lot of records there, and then my goal was to move to Atlanta to pursue my music career. But you get sidetracked with a lot of different things. The world comes fast, and if you can't put a lot of energy into that dream, it don't manifest. And sometimes God would put you in a situation to make you understand your real gift. So when I was living in Atlanta, my first job was I had to find a job. Shout out to my god sister Candace for giving me that drive. But found my first job. It was sales. And then I found out I was good at it. And then I started doing telemarketing. And that pretty much just brought my skills, learning. I was working for a magazine room. Okay. And the struggle. Still trying to pursue my rap career. And I'm fast forwarding it because it can go along with that story. Okay. But 37 hit me. Boom. And I'm looking in the mirror. Wife, 2 kids, got a job. And, you make bad mistakes. And I had a felony as well, a couple felonies on my record. Nothing big, nothing small, just bad decisions. And I was getting a lot of poo-poo jobs. And I was looking in the mirror. I was like, if I want to become successful, I got to be my own boss. So I started Finao marketing. Finao was already a vision back in 2009 before I even started thinking about a marketing company. But everybody was telling me, yo, man, you need to do promotion or you need to do some type of marketing. You shouldn't do rap. And the mentality that you have, you think, oh, yeah, I can do it on my own. But, yeah, man, being an entrepreneur was one of the best decisions that I pretty much, manifest other than being married, having a beautiful family. And that's something that, make you want to fight for legacy.
Your legacy, and that's a good thing to have a legacy. When you talk about the rap, I remember we had a conversation before when we talk about it. So give me a little bit more, because you started Finao, right? You started Finao, but that was after you leave Delaware and move to Atlanta.
Well, what happened was I was getting a tattoo, and my friend was like, "You should have a marketing company called Finao Marketing." This was like in 2009.
Right.
So I was like, I'm just making Finao music, and I just liked the word Finao, and I got it tattooed on my arm. So as I'm going through the trials and tribulations, like Finao was always something that manifested in my mind.
Also, and you had told me a story a time that I know you got into trouble, I'm not going to say what, but, and what's striking in my mind now, because you're doing Finao marketing, how that person who you encountered while you were there, how they helped you. Can you just evaluate, because I know a lot of people out there probably went through that same struggle you went through. Mm-hmm. And now I am so amazed. I'm so proud of you from where you came from to who you are today. It is such a joy, and it was a pleasure just hearing where you came from. But when you told me about this person who when this what he told you to do.
Oh yeah, I had a rest in peace. Had a childhood friend by the name of Khalif. He's no longer with us. He came here to Atlanta. His mom bought his mom a house or whatever, and he pretty much was telling me what was I doing working. I was telling him how much money that I had to make every month for this company. He said it just didn't make sense, you know. And he encouraged me to start Finao marketing. And probably before he died, 2 months before Finao was born. I believe he died in May, and I started my business in July. So yeah.
Oh, so that's awesome. They see out there, our audience today, just having somebody in your life to persuade you, to help you to go on to something, and just planting that seed in your head,
Oh yeah.
making you know that no matter where you come from or what you do, you can make it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You can make it, right?
And I think a lot of us we go through the challenges of day to day. I listen to a lot of Dr. Miles Monroe.
Oh yeah, I started
And
listening to him
one
too.
thing that he preaches is what we are and what we become is how we utilize our time. And I think a lot of us we get trapped into time, into space, and we get lost in our real focus, our real gift, our real reason why we're supposed to be here. I think everybody has a purpose.
Everybody has a purpose in life, so no matter what we go through. So how did you said you were a rapper.
Yeah.
So how did that challenge out?
Man, I think I was a good writer, man. I remember, I always tell people, kids, I never seen me on stage with Jay-Z and Jay-Z grabbing my mic and grabbing my lyrics. It was just something that you want to do. When you were a kid, everybody had dreams to become a sports or football player, basketball player. That don't work. You say, okay, well, I'm about to hit the block. I need to get this fast money. When that don't work, you resort to rap. Okay. This is how well, I'm not gonna say how everyone thinks in the inner city, but that's the domino that falls in that place. Everyone wants a dream to try to make it big in some type of way. It's either sports, rapping, or trapping.
Yeah. That is so great. Yeah. Sports, rapping, or trapping.
Yeah.
And I know during the COVID, right? Yeah. We all struggle and then fail in that time. Can you tell us how did it affected you?
Well, it didn't really affect me. You got to think about it. During COVID, it brought out two things. It's either you sit there and you crumble, or you do something for yourself.
Okay.
I think with marketing, it's 100 different ways to market a business, probably even more. And during this time, a lot of entrepreneurs needed help, needed guidance. So I did Ain't You Tired Masterclass, and that's pretty much teaching entrepreneurs how to market themselves online because everybody's on social media.
Yes, right.
Everyone's a guru. Right. Everyone's a life coach. You get what I'm saying? But if you really know what you do, you don't have to do them things. Like you go on my social media, I don't talk about marketing, but people still come to me like, "Hey, how much you charge for websites and all this stuff?" Like, if you're good at what you do, people will come find you.
It's true. That's so true. I remember you told me to your first client.
Yeah,
when you started. I love the story when you were working at another business. How you use what you learned.
Yeah.
To can you tell us a little bit about that?
I'm not gonna give them promotion.
But
I used to work for this.
You don't have to sit in there.
Yeah, I used to work for a golf advertisement company, and that company was it was okay because you learned a lot of various people, but you learn businesses because they sell to roofers, cleaning companies, attorneys, and you learn how to talk to them. You get what I'm saying? And then when you learn how you talk to them, it was trigger words that would trigger people. Oh yeah, I'll buy it. So that's just basically how marketing is, identifying your target market. And then when I got released from that job, I worked for another job. And then when I was working for that job, I was making more money off my employees than from what the company was paying. Because people wanted websites built, they wanted to know how to do social media marketing. So I ended up leaving, and that's I talked to my wife. And I told her that, I wanted to start my own business. And, it comes rough. And the funny thing is, my first client was the first studio that I went rapping for. It was my first client.
Wow, I remember when you said that. So you see, even though you started off in another industry, in the rapping industry, but you got something where you started marketing, then you have that first client came back to you. So that's the same thing where they support you.
They support you.
They support you, so you get people to support you because
we all need support in some type of way.
You need that support. We said you were always bamboozled on how great the purpose of your passion.
Yeah.
Right, but you have spoken with enough people to know that it's not easy. Overall, what you say would you say things have been easy for you?
I don't think when it comes to life, I don't think when you say easy and life is hard, it's your reality of what you make it be.
Okay.
If you wake up every day, you be like, "Hey, I'm happy, I'm good." Energy, people will receive that energy. But if you wake up dull, like, "Oh, no one likes me, no one loves me," you're gonna resort that energy. So life is your own reality. See, people think dreams are in your mind. You see your dreams. Mm-hmm. And it's up to you to make your dreams a reality. This seat that we sitting on, someone said, "You know what, I'm going to curve it out. I'm going to make it look like this." And then, voila, we're now sitting in this seat. It came from someone's mind, which was once a dream.
Yeah, it's true. It's once a dream because I always say, like I was just talking to them. I have a trip coming up and I just put it on my list, to-do list. And when I really, the reality hit me when I bought the ticket. Like, and I look back at my list.
Yeah.
That became a reality, and I'm like, wow. But how it happened it just manifested itself.
Yeah.
And so what you're saying, it makes sense, and I hope our audience could understand that
listen,
and get that.
It doesn't matter if it's one, doesn't matter if it's 1,000. If one person can get it, that's the ultimate goal.
Right.
People think you need 1,000 followers. You can have 10,000 followers and no one see you.
No one sees you.
But if you have 10 followers and they love you, them 10 followers will build.
Yep. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Yeah. Because you just have that followers just because to say I have followers.
I have followers. I have people that follow me.
Yeah.
Follow me.
And they're not helping you to grow.
They're not helping you to grow.
Some of them helping themselves too.
It's like that. That's
right.
pretty much what it is.
That's awesome. And so I guess we are going to go on a short commercial break from one of our sponsors, and we'll be right back with you with Jay Caston-CEO of Finao. I can't pronounce it.
Finao.
Finao. Hello.
And we're back. You can go to see my show, but we're back. Let's go.
Welcome back. And today we are good with Jay Caston again. And it's so funny that the energy he has.
Oh, yeah.
The energy he has this show on not a show, a group on Facebook.
Yeah, it's called You Woke Up Today. Now own it.
And own it. And it's so funny when he comes on and the way he says it, it's like, you woke up today and you own it. It's like you see it in the morning, you're like,
oh, yeah. You have to own it.
One of the other things he's talked about is you mentor. I know you are Christian, you are in your church and your faith. Your faith is grounded.
Can I get my church a plug, please?
Sure.
Light of Joy, located in we in Riverdale now, where the Lowe's used to be. Pastor Frank Salters, he's an excellent mentor and teacher. I feel like, and we have like real men at our church that, that I learned from. I can honestly say coming in manhood at 38, being a kid all the way up, being a man at the age of, I would say being a boy in a man's body pretty much. But, I could say that being at that church, it molded me through Christ and also through manhood, because you have a lot of men that, that I look up to,
right,
that, made me stronger. During this walk.
Walk to this walk in life. And I just love how now you take that challenge of having a young boy in a man's body still, but now you're taking that challenge and you're going on to helping others.
Yeah, because if you don't know, you don't grow. See, a lot of us, we try to build things. We try to build marriages. We try to build families. We try to build business, but no one never taught you.
Right.
You never had a real family in front of you. If you ask someone, how many times did you ate dinner with your mom and dad?
And just recently we talked about that. Yeah. I think it was last week's show. We spoke about families having a dinner together, which bring in that community. And growing up, for me, I grew up with that.
Yeah.
But when I moved to America, I realized that when I talk to people, a lot of these families never sat together.
They never sat down. Like, honestly, 2-3 years ago was the first time that me, my grandma, and my mom, we sat down at a table and we ate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that it felt good. Like, what? Like, but just imagine that there's a lot of families are missing that. They don't have that value, that structure.
Right. And sometimes it comes from a lot of single families, single parenting.
Yeah.
So sometimes the mom has to work to really keep the family going. The grandparents or somebody's taking care. And sometimes you find that doesn't, it's tough. Because when I normally, for the holidays, what I do, take a homeless family in. Mm-hmm. Right? You take a homeless family in because they don't know. Sometimes it's just a mom with kids. Once this young lady wouldn't sit at the table. She was like 15 because she never knew what it is to sit at the table.
Yeah.
Right? And so the thing about it is, thank God you get to do it in your older age, to sit with your mom and your grandma at the table and have a meal. Because sitting at the table to me is like a family, like we call the Last Supper. Yeah. What did God do? He put all these disciples at the table. Yeah. And then, at sitting at the table, that's where family, we get to know each other. We get to, that love, uniting with each other, having over a meal. It's great. But now, at this time, a lot of families don't do that.
They don't do it.
We're too busy with life, right? So that's great that you can get. But do you do that with your family now?
We try. One thing that we try to install different things. But like I said, everything is a growing phase of what you do. So do we do it every day? No, because, my wife's schedule, my schedule, we don't do it every day. But we do try to do it. And I think that's the most important thing, to try to actually install things that your kids can say, oh, yeah, I want to do this when I want to install different things, like, in my family, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, because I notice a lot of young families now that the kids go to McDonald's or they get them that fast food.
Oh, yeah, everybody want the microwave life. The microwave lifestyle.
And then when they get older, it's like it goes on from generation to generation, and then that way no communication comes in.
That's right,
No communication comes in that family life. So tell me a little bit about the I know you do a lot of motivational. You say you're kingdom coach.
Kingdom coach.
Kingdom coach.
Kingdom coach, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the kingdom coach and
how a kingdom coach is someone that, God, he lives in excellence. Mm-hmm. God, Jesus didn't even preach at a church.
No, he walked the streets.
Yeah, he ministered to people.
Yep.
So to me, a kingdom coach is about spreading the light, the gospel to people without forcing it on them. Giving them a reason to understand that you have a gift. Yeah. You just haven't tapped into it yet.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? I think when it comes to my gift, I think everyone says the gift of gab. I hate that stating. Stating
What's
the
a
gift of
gab?
gab. The gab is basically just to get around everything, but is it could be effective if
Yeah.
you really know what it is, and it's called studying, feeding the mind, reading the mind, and basically, I want to teach people that you're not here. I was in the school before the pandemic, and I was talking to this little kid, and I told him, "Hey man, you're a king." He said, "No, I'm not." He looked at me. He was like, had to be like 8. He looked,
Right.
"No, I'm not." I'm like, "You're a king." "No, I'm not." I'm like, "Why do you say that?" Because no one ever told me that.
No, right.
I said, "You're a king."
Yeah.
Don't let no one give you the perception. And I'm not gonna be long-winded with this, but if you 85% of the people that we meet, they're not themselves.
No.
They're what other people want them to be. The clothes they wear, why you got it on?
Because we look, the thing about it, and in life, they look at what other people are wearing, and this is what life is. If I don't look this way, or I don't dress this way,
yeah, you start to feel down, right?
Feel down, right?
But when you know who you are, it becomes great because no one
great.
can tell you anything.
No.
Oh yeah, you ugly. Oh yeah, I know, but
I'm ugly. I'm beautiful.
But I'm beautiful inside.
Yeah.
Oh, you broke? No, I'm not broke. I'm just broke at this moment, but tomorrow I'm gonna be paid.
Exactly. And so people throw people down, and you categorize people. So it's like, okay, I'm rich, you're poor, and it's going on right now. It's going on in the world right now. It's
everybody want to be in categories.
Yes.
But you can't put yourself. I'm not like I look at that statement that everyone was laughing at when that OJ movie came out, and they said, "You're black," and he said, "No, I'm OJ."
Right.
Right, and I'm sorry to use him, but in that statement when he said that, he basically said, "I know who I am."
You know who you are. Yeah.
I'm not in no category. I know who I am. I feel good about myself.
Yeah.
So if you can feel good about yourself, people can feel the energy. I wish I took my nephew to Walmart. I said, "Listen, we're gonna go to Walmart, and I'm gonna say hello to 20 people, and you just watch their reactions." Lady down, "Hey man," I said, "Hey." She says, "Oh hey, how you doing?" I said, "Hello today." She said, "Good." I said, "You're not your eyelashes look good." She said, "They do." Made her feel real good, but her head was down.
Yeah, because you look down. Yeah, I think sometimes I felt I used to, was like looking down, but then when I realized, no, I'm beautiful. I'm who I am. I am Debra, and I'm proud of who I am, and I'm blessed to be that person. We have to start
speaking light into people. That's what a lot of people are missing. The light.
It's a lot, but we got to start.
Yeah, we're here. Yeah,
we got to start here. Yeah. We can't start when they get older.
Yeah, you got to
start here. To start taking it from the babies. Just tell them, show them the thing that how not only be vain about it.
Yeah.
Because people can be vain. It's like beautiful with things.
Yeah, beautiful with things.
But beautiful. Show them the beauty of the outside. For me, what I used to do with my kids, I know we had everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? They had to take something from theirs and take it to the homeless shelter or go to that orphanage, and you share it with them. Or we go down, we make a meal, and we all go down and serve those people. Or go into a shelter like on a holiday, because we enjoy the holidays. Okay, you enjoy the holidays, but have somebody who's gonna have a meal. Okay, so let's put that on hold and let's go into the shelter. And you're gonna sit and eat with that person.
Amen.
But when you hear those stories of the people, now I see one day I saw my youngest daughter. This homeless man was sitting outside, and we would give her money for church for offering, right? And she would take it, come out from church, and she said, "Why didn't you put it in the offering plate?" She's like, she walked across the street. There was a homeless man sitting there, and she gave it to her. And she was like only 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if we train them from young,
because their mind is like a hard drive,
right?
If you constantly putting viruses on them, that's pretty much what it is. You're not updating anything. You're not updating the system.
Yeah. So it's sad that right now around the world, so many kids are not getting that formation early because their parents are too busy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Too busy. We have to work for the money.
Yeah.
But I always say, yes, we have to work for it, but we still have the pressure of time for those precious kids that God blessed us with. in as he said, with God at the table. I remember when he said that his disciples. I did a course where I learned to walk, just go into the scriptures and look, just follow Jesus, follow the disciples, follow the scripture, what it was saying.
Yeah.
And it was phenomenal when I looked at it, and when I look back at us on it, when God walked this earth, he had nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
He had nothing. And he would go to someone's house, and I looked at everywhere, and I'm walking like that little stranger in there. In every house he went to, he was fed.
He was fast.
Right? Or everyone, when he left a blessing.
He was
right?
Yeah.
So when I look at them, like all the things we have in life, we want everything. We want this, we want that, we want to be. But when God walked, he had nothing. And obviously, when we leave here, we leave with nothing.
We leave with nothing.
So just, it is so good to know that we got to start training the kids like that.
Yeah, we definitely.
Start training the kids, because all the material things in life, it's not really
nothing.
Nothing.
Doesn't mean you can't take it with you.
You can't take it with
The
us.
Egyptians tried. The only thing they did was get robbed.
But it's awesome to say that. So we are going to take another quick break from our sponsors, and Jay, it is such a powerful.
Yeah, definitely.
Talking with you today. So we're gonna take a commercial break. We're from another sponsor, and we'll be right back.
Keep the sponsors coming.
Hello again. I am Debra Philbert. I know for people who just coming on, and I am your host of If I Can, You Can Talk Show. If I Can, You Can Talk Show is a global show in which we help people share their stories, and by sharing your story, you can help to empower others. And but no matter what you go through in life, and as Jay shared his story with us before, and I know maybe you can pick up something from his story, becoming from nothing to something. And he owns a marketing company today. And when he tell you he came from being a rapper, which is, out there and having the felonies in look at him today. He's a big, successful business owner. And so Jay, as we're talking about business owners today, we live in Fayette County.
Mhm.
And we have a lot of businesses around here. And I want especially our people out here in Fayette County.
Oh yeah, definitely.
How could we do you this is from you as a business person? I know I'm a business person too. We have business, a lot of friends who are in businesses. But collaboration, like how we sharing others people businesses so we can help each other grow.
It should be kind of like a buddy system. Let's say if you had collaborations of small businesses, because small businesses pretty much run the community. If we all had a system where this person scratches this person's back, this person scratches this person's back, and we can all build into the community and keep the money flowing in the city and to the community, so other small business, other small business owners that's not successful, they can win as well. So let's say if Louise Plumbing, and then you have Marie Cakes, and then you have Mo's Roofing, and then you have a blah 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 electric company. What would happen is those companies will work. So if you know someone that needs roofing, you already got this person.
Right, yeah,
you need someone that needs election, you know, someone needs their electric done or anything wiring, you contact them. So that's how it needs to go. And and I think that a lot of people, it's like, I do support you, but I just don't want to. I don't want you to blow faster than me, so I'm not going to promote you.
And that's what, because I know we have a lot of groups out there, like Black businesses or out there, but they don't support. Some people don't support each other.
Yeah.
In their businesses, and we found a group once. They have different groups. We say for businesses. So out there, what could we do? Maybe we could collaborate with something somewhere, somehow.
We just have to make sure that everybody's on the same page, on the same goal. And it's just about just spreading the word. Like I see this one lady on Instagram. She was doing shout outs for $70 just to shout your business out. I shout your business out for $70.
That we shouldn't be doing.
Yeah. Unless she's going to be doing it every single day. One shout out is not going to work for me. I shout you out for you gonna do it every day? No, well, you ain't getting my 70. Okay.
But that's the thing about that. Instead of we come and help each other, we making money off of each other.
Yeah.
In this economy, it has a lot of people who not working, a lot of businesses who had to close doors.
But if you look at the Jewish community, they help each other.
Oh, they do.
Even the Koreans,
they do.
They help themselves out. It's just that we as Black business owners, we have to get that mind frame out of our mind to actually go out there and help each other, build a union. Because if you win, I win. I mean, we all win. Yeah. Everyone from a championship team gets a ring.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Remember, we talked about that mentality in the beginning.
Even a water boy, he gets a ring, I believe. So
we talk about that. Yeah, and we talk about that mentality in the beginning, like because I have a business, I'm growing. I'm not gonna support. I'm not gonna buy from you because I don't. But not even buying, recommending someone.
Yeah,
or saying, hey, I know this person who is doing so and so. I'll recommend you. Even I do the same thing too. I recommend people. Like, I know you do this. I would say, oh, check this one out.
Yeah.
Or go, and maybe they don't have to buy from you, but they can recommend somebody else and help each other. Or even to me, it looked like, right, we have a pantry here, right, in this community here. But when you put it out, people do not take the time to say, let me share it with others.
Yeah.
Right? And we could figure out ways what we could do, because we have a lot of people out here who are homeless.
Oh, definitely.
But no, they can't afford.
I don't think when it comes to living in Fayette County, there's not really a lot of homeless people.
We don't have homeless people, but I'm gonna tell you this: we have a lot of people who cannot afford food.
Oh yeah, definitely. We just have to be mindful, and if you know somebody out there that needs something, don't be hesitant to say, "Hey, this person is doing that."
Yeah.
Instead of just holding it for yourself.
Yeah, hold it for themselves. But I think people look at pride.
Pride, yeah.
Pride holds us back from accomplishing anything. We have a young, youth program going on, and they wouldn't let their kids go. It's that pride. It's like, I don't have it, so I'm ashamed. I don't want people to think differently.
Pride.
It's like people to think like, oh my gosh, I'm not this. But by coming out, maybe we as business owners too can help them to either get a business or do a business.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like how you started off. You learned from someone else. You started your own business.
That's pretty much what it is. But that also comes back to what you were saying, starting when we were young. A lot of our parents taught us, go to school,
go to college.
Go to college. You didn't know anything about investments. You didn't know anything about credit. You didn't know about real estate. I thought you had to be rich to be an entrepreneur when I was a kid. I didn't know that. Hey, you just start your business or whatever like that. So everything is all in the mind frame, and educating yourself and being around people. I always tell people this: if you want to become rich, you got to hang around people that have money.
Yeah, you do.
If you want to have a strong spiritual relationship, you got to hang with people that's in that rim.
Right.
If you want a successful marriage, you got to hang with people they're married couples. You can't be. You have to surround yourself with things that you want to be connected to, so you can actually see it. It can actually bring that energy. Say, you know what, I can do better than this. But if you're around a bunch of people that don't motivate you, that don't drive you, they're contempt. You're going to stay in that.
And that's true. But sometimes too, some people are hanging around it and they don't see it because they take it the negative way.
Oh yeah.
So we have the good and we have the bad.
Yeah, but that's only for people that want change.
Yeah, because it's not everybody's gonna change.
Everybody don't want that though.
Yeah, everybody don't
Some
want
people, as long as I'm making $2,000 a week,
and that's money.
I'm good.
Yeah, and that's
my
good.
bills is paid. I'm good, and that's their happiness.
Yeah,
happiness doesn't define money. I mean, you look at Prince, Michael Jackson, Wendy Houston. They always going through some type of addiction or anything like that. So that doesn't make money doesn't resolve around happiness. Happiness is a choice. You got to choose to be happy.
Choice to be happy with whatever you have. What little or what much. But it's sometimes what I realize that the ones they have so much and they're not happy.
Yeah.
But the ones, I'm gonna tell you this because I did this course, Just Faith, and it's walking in my shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So Just Faith is. I'm also a missionary. So what I do, it's like this course. But we had to go out with the homeless, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things when we were feeding them, they were offering us something.
Yeah.
Right? But when you look at them, they were so more humble to when you think of the people who have everything.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Because they appreciate it.
And they were the ones, what started me was they were the ones who were praying for us.
Yeah. They appreciate it.
But when you hear their story, where they came from, military people who had jobs, doctors, lawyers, from where they came from to where they are on that street.
It's a different being.
It's a different being. But what I appreciated was how being humble they were.
Oh, yeah.
How when we give the food out or we give whatever we were giving out, because we were walking in their shoes.
Yeah.
Right? When we walk in the shoes, had a drug dealer right at the corner.
Yeah.
Right? But they were sitting there and they were walking. We walked all the downtown Atlanta just to walk in these people's shoes. But hearing their story, and in the end, we sat and ate with them, like a meal with them. But it's to see where they came from to where they got. So that's why I say it's not what we have all the money in the world, but they had nothing, but they were happy. That's kind of like Jesus.
Yeah.
Because every day they get a meal.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So it's we look at that to say we have all this.
And one thing I like, and I always tell people, when you think of Jesus, they say Jesus was from where Nazareth, right?
Yeah.
But he was really born in Bethlehem. They tried to kill him. They didn't want him there.
Yeah, it's just like it's what happened in the world right now.
Yeah, so he had to go somewhere else to gain respect. So that sometimes we have to redefine ourselves somewhere else for other people to appreciate us.
To appreciate us.
Yeah.
And then I appreciate from that day on, I started appreciating. We have a soup kitchen downtown Atlanta.
Yeah.
And it's every Saturday morning. I know because of COVID, we can't really do it, right? So we can't go in. But you see over 1,000 men come into that kitchen every Saturday morning. And you hear their story. But they are fed. But they sleep on the street.
Yeah.
So looking back, it's like they wanted something better, but life threw them back a curveball. Life happens.
Everybody is one person away from a blessing.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's sad, but even though in our community now too, we could come together. I feel we could come together, and I know you guys meet on a first Friday with another group, but business owners like coming together
and to
form a coalition or form something special, and helping. Not even because we have so much, we can't come with the one who doesn't have, because we can learn from that others. Maybe you may doing something in your business that's helping you go, but I don't look at it as black only business. I look at this black, white. We are all one.
We all one.
We are all one. We have the same blood. We don't have a different color blood.
No, we all one.
We are all one. So we come together, no matter who it is, and we can help each other grow, especially in our community. Help lift up our the ones who doesn't have, the ones who doesn't have a job right now.
Yeah, definitely, and find avenues. Some people. It was plenty times that I will walk into a business and I'll do all the talking. Hey, you're doing any hiring? Yeah, well, I know someone that's looking for a job, and I just wanted to come here to see. Yeah, and then I would tell them, and then they would call, and then they would get the job. I mean, sometimes if people don't know, like I said, if you don't know, you won't grow.
You won't grow, and that's so true. That's so true. We'll take a quick, short commercial break. Okay. And then we'll be right back with our panel. Yes.
We will be back.
Hello, and welcome back. And we have Jay with us again today.
I am back.
Right?
I am back.
We just spoke about businesses, and I know you are such a phenomenal CEO of your company.
Definitely. I want to be in the owner of Amazon.
You know what? That's leaving a legacy for your kids.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right? That's leaving a great legacy.
And it can happen.
Yeah, it's making a great legacy for your kids.
Yeah.
And so I know you said a lot has luck played a meaningful role in your life and businesses right now.
Who?
Luck, like luck.
No.
No.
Luck is something that doesn't happen. I mean,
it doesn't happen.
When you say, "Oh yeah, I got lucky," same thing when someone say, "Oh, I was blessed today. I found $100 on the ground." You wasn't blessed. That was somebody losing 100. They stressed. How was you blessed when they're stressed? Luck doesn't happen. You can be in a box.
Mm-hmm.
When I mean in a box, meaning that you can be in a comfort zone to where something just happens to come to you like an interception or someone's mistake. That's what it is. It ain't luck. It's someone's mistake that you took advantage of, or you made it happen. Pretty much, yeah.
You made it happen.
You made it happen.
So
yeah. The word that I'm really thinking of is somewhere Bago is not coming out, but you capitalize off of someone else. That's pretty much
what we talked about.
Capitalize
over someone else. So that's your luck. So I know you were a dad of four kids. So as a dad, I know Mother's Day is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
And so just give us a little thing as a dad. We have dads out there.
Oh yeah.
Who have kids.
I think being a father at the age of 18 compared to being a father at the age of now 37. My youngest son is 3. So yes, it's a different experience because you're older, you're much wiser. You're not as vulnerable as a parent than you once were.
Okay. So how old is your oldest?
20. Yeah, she's in college. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't look that.
I know. Everyone says that. 20.
You've done 20. Yeah. So what's the relationship between?
It's. I wish it could be better. I'm not gonna come in here. Oh yes, it's the best ever. Nah, but I wish it could be better. But that, like I said, it comes from stuff in head. Like taking the chances, moving to Atlanta, and then being married. Sometimes a child be like, oh well, I didn't have what they have.
Right.
That's pretty much what it is. But with due time and with prayer and with God's strength, I think things cultivate itself in.
So she communicate with you still.
Yeah, we still communicate, but it's I like I said, I just wish that our relationship was a little bit better.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
but so now I love that because we have a lot of parents out there, a lot of dads out there,
Yeah.
right? And this is what telling your stories about, out there. You have a lot of dads out there will have that, like what's going on with your daughter. You had your daughter, you were 18, then you have another family. So what advice, because you have it happening to you, right?
Yeah.
You will give like a dad with that, in that situation, you would give that they can do different.
I just say to keep trying. You know, sometimes it's hard to love someone that don't love you back. So um, or don't know she loves you back. So it's I just say just keep trying. Put it in God's hand. And that's all you can do because that's one thing that we can't do. We can't make people happy. We can make them laugh, but we can't bring joy in people's lives. So until people are willing to share the same love that you have, then that's pretty much what it is. It's out of your control. You don't want to go crazy, kill yourself over it.
I know you don't want to kill yourself. I know I never had that experience. I know I didn't have a dad in my life, and I didn't meet my dad until I asked to.
Yeah.
21. That was 21 when I just decided to walk up to my mom and say, "Hey, I need to know
That
who
was
my
about
dad is."
that was about the same time my dad,
Yeah.
21. Funny thing is, I just see my dad every day. They see
Yeah.
him, hey, how you doing? You ain't my son. And then when my brother died, when I was 19, that's when he, wanted to be my dad now. But like I said, that's my choice to love him back. So
Right.
we have a relationship.
Yeah.
And you never know what is my dad's mother got killed in front of him by my grandpa when he was 8. So you got to think of the things that was going on in my dad's life, and he never to this day got any help for that. So he, it's a lot of different things. Yeah.
And that's the same thing about hurt because your daughter is hurting.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It cost me 21
Yeah.
that I choose to see who my dad was.
Yeah.
And I had a relationship with him, but it was strained.
Yeah.
Because I had a grandfather who raised me like a dad.
Yeah.
So I know what it is to have a father, but it was strange. So I'm thinking about your daughter. I can understand where she's going because, yes, he was mad at me because he wanted to walk me down the aisle for my wedding.
Yeah.
And I said no, because I didn't know him as a dad.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I understand where, because she's still wanting her dad.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to communicate with that person.
It's
hard.
hard.
So.
It's hard, we just have to, like I said, put it in God's hands and never give up.
Yep.
Never stop loving.
I pray for her and I pray for her because I was that child who dad wasn't there.
Never stop loving.
Never stop loving her. Send her some little gifts or something, a card for her birthday, anything that you just send. Trust me, just that growing.
Yeah.
Because she's going to have kids eventually. You're going to have a granddad.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Hope not no time soon. No grandpa. No pop-pop.
It was such a pleasure having you on today.
Yeah.
And I am so grateful that you decided to come on the show today with us and, being a good friend.
Yeah.
And business partners, we can say, because we're all in business.
We're all in business.
And but before we go, I want you to, your audience out there, your last word and how they can contact you. How can they, reach out to your business? Because this is what we are here for, to promote each other's business, to help each other. Because if I can, you can. It's from where you already told them your story. We know where you came from, right?
You know where I'm going.
All
the way up.
Right. And then where you are today. And this is what we're here to.
Yeah, they know where I'm going.
To support each other in business.
Well, for those that's out there, my name is Jay Caston. That's JayCaston. You can follow me on any platform, JC the Marketing Guy. That's JC the Marketing Guy, just like how it sounds. But I just want to leave y'all with one little thing, and pretty much what I want to say to you is understand your purpose. Once you understand your purpose, know where you're going. And then when you know where you're going, know what you can do, because life is not about you. It's all about the next person, um, that the next person that you can help. And if we can help more people, love more people, give people more information, encourage people to do better, life can be much better. And we got to know how not to be distracted by some of the things that the world brings of it, and just be a part of the world, but don't become the world. So that's pretty much what I want to say to y'all. Always put God first in everything you do, because sometimes I think we do is we get a blessing and it happens and we be like, yeah, I did it.
It's not God.
And then God is looking like, oh, what? Yeah, so we got to put God first. And thank you for allowing me to come on to the show and tell a little bit of my story and use my story for His glory. And that's pretty much it.
Yep. And you know what? You said something with God, but God knew before we were born, and God knew everything, everywhere, what we're gonna do, what we're gonna get, what's gonna happen, who we're gonna meet. So I'm always saying, thank you, God, for the penny I got. Thank you, God, for the show. I thank you, God, for Atlin. I thank you for our husband. Thank you for you, because you came into my life. So everybody I met in my life, God already knew.
Oh yeah.
So I've learned that He already knew before I even knew.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right? You know the people who's going to leave my life. You know the people who's going to come in to support it.
Oh yeah.
So I am so grateful and glad for you again. And I want to say to our audience out there, thank you guys for all your comments. And I heard we had some great comments today. And I want to thank you, guys, for commenting. And again, remember, we are on every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And we are on Facebook, Roku, Amazon. And you can still go on Amazon and Roku and even on Facebook and see the replay. And so just go on and look at it on Facebook and replay. And leave comments, please. I love the comments.
And share it. Share it.
Because the more you share, the more we get to help so many other people. And even it's on Imagine TV. You know what? We want to thank Imagine TV for even bringing this show out and encouraging other business owners. So you have a goal you want to make, or just trust me, they took the shyness out of me, and I'm here today talking to you guys.
She's here.
So just come on, you can have your own show too. So just reach out, and we can always set you up. So I want to say thank you, and see you again next week. And next week is going to be Mother's Day. So, but on our show, it's going to be Mother's Day celebration. So we're going to be celebrating mothers next week. So again, thank you everyone, and bye.
Bye. You woke up.
Yes, sir.